All right, welcome back. So we've talked about the what and the why of financial modeling, but now we get to the really good stuff. The crucial question, what tools do you actually use to build these things? So let me just ask you, straight up, if you had to pick one tool, just one, what's the single most important, can't live without it tool for anyone in finance? Seriously, what pops into your head? Well, the answer probably isn't what you think. It's not some crazy expensive, super niche piece of software. Nope. In fact, I'd bet money it's a program that's already installed on your computer right this second. You guessed it, Microsoft Excel. Look, when it comes to serious financial modeling, Excel isn't just another tool on the list. It is the undisputed king of the castle. And today, we're going to break down exactly why that is. So Excel's dominance really comes down to three main pillars. And the first one, it's simple. Sheer, raw, unmatched power. This thing is an absolute beast. I mean, just take a look at the arsenal it gives you. We're talking a massive library of functions, super advanced tools for data analysis, pivot tables, professional charts. You can even automate the boring stuff with VBA. Let's just do a quick lightning round on a few of these, okay? Okay, first up, you've got functions like XLOOKUP. This thing is an absolute game changer. Imagine you've got this giant, messy table of data, and you just need to find one little piece of information, say, the price for a specific product code. XLOOKUP just zips in and grabs it for you, instantly. Seriously, modelers use functions like this all day, every day. Then there are tools like GoalSeek. This is so cool. Let's say you build a model and your boss says, we need to hit $1 million in profit. Instead of sitting there for hours guessing and checking different numbers, you just tell GoalSeek, hey, make this cell equal 1 million. And poof, it works backward and tells you exactly what you need to change, like the precise sales number you have to hit. It's basically a magic wand for your spreadsheet. And when things get really complicated, you level up to the solver. This is for pure optimization. Think about it. You run a factory with 5 different products, all with different costs and profits, and you only have so many hours in the day. Solver can figure out the perfect mix of what to produce to make the most money possible. This is the big leagues of modeling right here. And finally, let's talk about the secret weapon, VBA. This is literally a programming language built right into Excel. With VBA, you can take a task that takes you 3 hours of boring, repetitive clicking and turn it into a one-button macro. You can build completely custom tools. You're not just using a spreadsheet anymore, you're building your own little software application. Okay, so raw power is great, right? But it's kind of useless if you can't shape it to what you need. And that brings us perfectly to pillar number 2, Excel's mind-blowing flexibility. People love to call it a blank canvas, and that's exactly what it is. You know how most specialized software forces you to do things their way and their little boxes? Yeah, Excel's not like that. It just gives you this wide open space and says, go on, build whatever you need, exactly the way you want to. And that freedom is everything. It means you can build a model that's perfectly tailored to some unique, quirky business. It means you can change things on the fly as the project changes. You can mash up all different kinds of analysis into one workbook. You're not just a user pushing buttons. You are the architect. You're the one in control. Which leads us to our third and, honestly, maybe the most important pillar of all. Excel isn't just a tool. It's the common language of the entire financial world. It is the industry standard. So what? Why does that matter so much? Well, for one, it means you can email your file to anyone, and they can open it, period. It also means there's this huge community out there. If you're stuck, I guarantee someone on Google or YouTube has already figured it out. And for your career, let's be real. Knowing Excel isn't a nice-to-have. It's a line item on pretty much every single job description in finance. It's non-negotiable. Now, of course, Excel isn't the only game in town. There are other players out there, some real contenders for the throne. But, and this is a big but, they all come with some pretty significant trade-offs. The number one contender, obviously, is Google Sheets. And let's give credit where it's due. For real-time collaboration, it's unbeatable. Having 5 people typing in the same sheet at the same time, it's amazing. But when you start throwing hundreds of thousands of rows of data at it, when you're building these massive, complex models, Sheet just kind of starts to choke. Excel is just on another level when it comes to pure horsepower. So Sheets is awesome for quick, collaborative stuff. Excel is the tool you pull out for the heavy-duty, professional work. And what about everything else? Well, you've got stuff like LibreOffice, which is fine, but it's often just too basic for what a professional needs. And on the other end, you have that super specialized software, which is just too rigid. It locks you in. It doesn't give you that beautiful blank canvas we were just talking about, which is the whole point of custom modeling. So what's the big takeaway for you? What's your path forward? It's pretty simple, actually. Step one, just accept it. Excel is the language of finance. You have to speak it. Step two, don't just learn the basics. Go for mastery. It's not about knowing how to use a function. It's about understanding when and why you should use it. And the payoff? You'll build models that are faster, more accurate, and just way more insightful. So there you have it. You know the tool, you know why it's the king, but here's the real question. Now that you know what to use, can you avoid the classic mistakes, the really common traps that pretty much every single beginner falls into? Well, that's a story for next time.